Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Cinema Circle, the show where we talk and do movie reviews of all your favorite releases coming out of Hollywood. I'm your host for today, Mr. Scenario Shaquille VonJevy, and joining me as usual is Patricia Rossi.
Hello everyone.
And right now we have our first guest of the new season.
Maria Teresa.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Yes,
Anytime.
I'm so
for
happy
Cinema
that you're
Circle,
here.
anytime.
Yes. All right. So the movie that we're talking about today is Beauty and the Beast. So let's check it out. All right. So we just finished watching Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
You got to watch it yesterday. We
Last
just
night,
finished
yeah.
watching it today.
It's fresh.
Yeah, so it's fresh right now. So
Yeah.
we're going to start off with some of the good. So, because you're our guest for the first time, we're going to start off with you. So, what did you think of the movie
Okay,
in
so-
terms of all the good stuff?
Okay, in terms of good stuff, honestly, it's mostly good stuff for me. I really, really enjoyed the movie. I've always loved the animated one, so I did have my concerns about a live action remake, but I just loved the production design. All the costumes, all the sets were just really, really beautiful. And definitely the music was incredibly done, and including the new songs that they added, I thought were really, really well done.
You
It
thought
stuck
that
with
it
me.
fit, like you thought
Yeah.
that it fit well?
Yeah, it felt well and enhanced. There's one song in particular, no
Yeah.
spoilers, one song in particular that they added in that I think made that whole part just more powerful near the end. If you know where
Yeah, I know.
if you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
So,
I know exactly.
And
what
then I
you're
really, really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah?
saying. Yeah.
Patricia?
So my favorite part of the whole movie was the casting. I thought everybody cast was amazing. Even the enchanted objects, I thought fit with who they had cast. And then, but my two favorites for sure were Gaston and LeFou. I thought they like stole the movie for me. Like Belle's amazing. Everyone knows that Emma Watson's so good, but those two I think hit it out of the park for me. They were like the best for that part. And then, like you said, the set was amazing and the songs, and it fit pretty well with the animated version. So like there wasn't very much they missed out. Like the story was a little bit different, but not that noticeable. But I thought it was good. Overall, it was pretty good.
For me, I would have to say that the best part of the movie was Gaston.
Yeah.
I really think that Gaston stole the
Yeah.
show. They casted the perfect person for that, in my opinion. The rest of the movie, I felt like I was watching the animated version just in real life.
Yeah.
So the sets and everything was really good, and I
Yeah.
thought that like when I first saw what in the trailers, the objects, they didn't really look as nice, but it kind of worked in context with the film.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really well done. The voices matched everybody. I
Yeah.
felt. I didn't think I would like the Beast, but he was pretty good. Like
Yeah.
he was pretty good. Like the way how the
His
interaction,
eyes.
yeah, like everything.
That's what got me.
I don't know. It just fit. I liked the father, all the scenes with the father as well. That was really good. Those things really stood out to me. I think Emma Watson was good casting, but I don't think that. It was one of those things where it's like, oh, she's the only Belle and whatever, right? But I thought that she was good, and it actually made me want to watch a play, like a
musical?
Yeah, a musical
Yeah,
of it. Like
for
that's
sure.
how it
Yeah,
felt. You know what I mean?
Especially the father character, since Javon mentioned that, because in the original animated version, he's not a very developed character.
Yeah,
he's just
Right,
sort of
yeah.
like a bumbling,
Yeah.
like fat guy,
Yeah.
crazy person. But in the live action movie, because it is a really strong father and daughter relationship, or at least it's supposed to be in the animated one. But in this one, it really, really comes clear.
Yeah.
Like his whole character, you can take him a lot more seriously, and you can take their relationship a lot more
You believe
seriously.
it a little bit
exactly,
more, yeah.
you believe it more, and
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that personally because it's because it is kind of about that at parts.
All right. So what did we not enjoy about this movie, or what did we think that they kind of fell short with,
How much are we allowed to spoil?
I know.
without
That's-
spoiling?
Okay,
Yeah, without
no spoiling.
Yeah.
Can I just be very vague?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could be.
Okay,
vague.
so my biggest issue with the movie was just one thing in particular that they added in that was not in the animated version. That was just sort of like, the Enchantress just gave me this. You guys know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Because that just sort of like they just sort of threw that in there, and it
They
was
gave
like,
her a bigger role, I think.
Well, I don't mind the Enchantress having a
Yeah.
bigger role. It's just this one part in particular with a book.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Where like, okay, yeah, everything's magic. That's totally fine. Like, if we can
I get
accept
it.
that there's living candlesticks, then we can accept that this
So
exists.
you think that
but-
scene didn't add anything to the
Like,
film?
I get what they were doing, adding some more backstory.
Yeah.
So that's fine. But, like, I think just the idea of that actual, like, object existing and what it does, it would make more sense if they mention it at any point before it shows up.
That's why
You know what
I didn't mind that scene. The thing that I mind though that you loved was the extra songs for some reason.
Okay.
Like they were okay to put in the spots they were, but I think they were too long. Like it made the movie that much longer because the movie was 2 hours and 9 minutes, and I thought
That's true.
it could have cut a little shorter because I was kind of falling asleep. But that's because I was tired, not because of the movie.
Fair enough.
For me, I felt like I knew what the like I'm on the fence when it comes to the new songs because they fit where they fit properly, whatever. But I felt like they weren't. They didn't sound like they were
Disney.
like original
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast Disney. You know, it sounded like it was made for it. You know what I mean? Like made
Okay.
for this new film or whatever.
Yeah.
Another thing that I forgot to mention with the good was that I loved the ending. The ending was the best part for me. In terms of things that I didn't like about this movie, I there's not much that I didn't like. I just thought that it was basic in terms of like they didn't up anything for me. And they didn't
They
like
stuck
they
to
just
the
kept it.
storyline,
Yeah, they
yeah.
just kept it very leveled.
Yeah.
I didn't leave this movie like, oh my god, yo, you have to go
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
Beauty. Yo, they did an amazing job, whatever.
Okay.
And it didn't seem like anything new for me.
Yeah.
And so I'm not like raving about it. I'm not overly excited about it. I just thought that it was a good movie. But
So the question I was going to ask you, there was this whole controversy with the movie not being shown in certain theaters because of the homosexual scenes or whatever. Did you guys find that it added anything or it was too much for children?
Did
Did you even notice it?
I know.
This one?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. We're both like scared to touch this, but no. I thought it was very subtle. I thought that if I didn't know that he was a gay character and I watched this movie, I may not have even picked up on
Yeah.
it because honestly, LeFou's original character,
Is
you
very-
could interpret
yeah.
him as gay for Gaston in the animated version. It's just not. They just don't blatantly go like, by the way, he's gay.
Yeah.
I don't think he needed to be gay, but it doesn't matter that he's gay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like my only problem with this controversy is that I don't think people need to talk about it.
Yeah.
I wish people
I
were
think it was
talking
much ado
about
about nothing.
everything else
Yeah.
to do with the movie rather than this, because I have no problem with it. Like,
To me, it didn't really like it didn't change the movie. I wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh my god, what are they doing?
Yeah.
It's just you watch the movie and this is what they're giving you.
Yeah.
So this is what it
yeah.
is, and you just take it.
I don't think it warranted the controversy. For sure.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's
and
not
why,
a big deal.
Why
Like I
stop
forgot
people
about it.
from watching it
Yeah.
for just those small subtle
Yeah.
things in this
yeah,
movie?
It was-
right?
it was-
that's
it was
totally
way too
unnecessary.
subtle.
I
Yeah.
just feel like if people are so upset about this, I feel like they should be upset about all the other like sexual innuendos
Yeah.
in Disney movies.
Right.
Like in Frozen, when she literally says foot size doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That only means one thing. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything
I
else.
know.
And
Yeah.
there was no controversy over that because people are like, haha, they threw an adult joke in there.
Yeah.
Right. So let's talk about the verdict. Let's get into our verdict, our rating, our overall feelings of this movie.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Maria can go first.
All right. Maria.
Yeah.
Me again. Okay.
She's the guest.
Do we rate it a 10 here on
Yeah.
Cinema
Yeah.
Circle?
Yeah.
So, I guess it'd be like an 8.5 out of 10 for me
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah, because I feel like I can't think of much that I find wrong with the movie, which I mean, like, that's obviously points there. But then I can also think of things that I really did like about the movie that bring it
Yeah.
up higher. So, yeah, I guess like, what did I say, 8.5?
8.5.
Yeah, 8.5 out
Yeah.
of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 8 out of 10. Right,
Okay.
I like the movie. I don't think it's necessarily like the classic that the animated one is, but I guess that's just because of time and
Exactly.
and the original, whatever story of it. But I thought that everything was well done. It looked good. It sounded good. The music was good. Again, my only like nitpick is the fact that like I felt like there was nothing like really new-ish to it. Like I just felt like I've seen it before, and now it's
Yeah.
cool to see it in live action. So.
I'm gonna agree. I was gonna give it an 8, just because as a movie as a whole, as a Disney movie, it's good. But there's certain things like obviously I'm biased to the animated flick or whatever, but the casting was amazing. There's certain things that I that I'm just personally not like it didn't enhance it for me, so that's why I gave it an 8. But the casting brings it up, and then the Beast. I thought I wouldn't like the Beast as much, but I was surprised by him, so that's why I gave it an 8.
One thing though, I have to say, it's not that they did it bad, but I feel like they could have made it really iconic. And
With the Beast.
With the Beast and Belle when they were meeting for the dance.
Oh yeah.
I felt like they could have done that a lot better.
In the original, it's very
like that
right?
is the scene that we're all waiting for. That is the dress that like Cinderella's glass slipper. That is the dress that Belle wears. Like that's how we know Belle.
Yeah.
And I feel like they missed it. Like I feel like that was a miss.
Well, it's so short.
Yeah,
For
like
some
it wasn't.
reason,
It should have been like they could have cut some of those songs or whatever that you were saying, and they could have focused on that part
Like
right
concentrate on them seeing each other for the
Yeah.
first time and like
in that light.
Yeah, in that
All
light.
right, cool. So that will be it for this episode of Cinema Circle. I want to thank Patricia Ross-Schuler for joining us as always, and our guest. I hope to see you again. Thank you for joining us.
Anytime.
That is cool. All right, so what does Kiki normally do?
like, subscribe. Yeah.
What is it?
Like.
Follow. Okay.
Like,
comment,
subscribe,
share.
Share.
We have Instagram, so follow us at cinema_circle. And if you have any questions or comments or anything that you want to let us know, you can email us at cinemacircle1@gmail.com. All right, so from everyone here at Cinema Circle, stay blessed and always keep it 100.